Hello everyone, my name is Ankur Tyagi and welcome back to my YouTube channel Ankur Tyagi Officials. Today I bring you another topic of Victorian literature in brief. As you know, this period was started in 1837 and ended in 1901. So let's focus. Another slide. Okay, focus on this slide. This slide is about historical background of the Victorian age. First point is saying this period was started in 1837 and ended in 1901, and this period is also known as the reign of Queen Victoria. Second point is saying during this period, industrial revolution and urbanization was flourished. Third, British Empire expansion. Fourth, scientific discoveries like Darwin's origin of species was found. And last, this period was the tension between the tradition and the progress. This is the main point for the English literature. Another slide is about the key theme of the Victorian age. Key theme, just focus. Class and social struggle, morality and religion, women and gender roles, and last, impact of the industrialization. The first point is saying during the Victorian period, there was the confusion between the class and social struggle, and there was also the conflict between class and social struggles. Second, morality and religion. This is the main theme of the Victorian age. Third, during this literature, you can see in the play the women and the gender roles as well as women were participated as well as the male were the participated. Last is the impact of industrialization. During the Victorian age, many companies and industry came in England and flourished their companies and got their names. Next slide is about major novelists. During the Victorian age, we will see about the novelist as well as the poet. Okay, focus on this slide. The slide is about the major novelist. These are novelists and these are their major novels. First is Charles Dickens. First is Charles Dickens, and he has mentioned Oliver Twist, David Copperfield, and Hard Times. These are his novels. Second, Bronte sister. Bronte sister has written Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, The Tenants of Hall, Wildfell Hall. Third is George Eliot. George Eliot has written Middlemarch. And fourth is very important, Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy is a figure who has come mostly in the examination, and many questions has been asked about the Thomas Hardy. And Thomas Hardy has written Tales of the D'Urbervilles, Jude the Obscure. Next slide is about the major poets. In the previous slide, we have discussed about the novelist, and in this slide, we will discuss about the poets. First is Alfred Lord Tennyson. Alfred Lord Tennyson has composed The Lady of Shalott and In Memoriam. Second, Robert Browning. Robert Browning has composed dramatic monologues. Third, Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning has composed love poetry. And four is very important, Matthew Arnold. Matthew Arnold has composed Dover Beach. And Dover Beach, as I have said you in previous talking, that Dover Beach has come mostly in the examination, and in previous TGT, this was the question: ki who has composed Dover Beach? Next slide is about the significance of Victorian literature. As I am here and I am teaching you about the Victorian age, why I am here and why I am teaching you? Because this Victorian period was the famous period in the English literature by which English literature was flourished. Okay, let's focus on the significance and the importance of Victorian age. First point is Victorian age was the bridge between the Romanticism and the Modernism. Second, during this period, there was the rise of realism and social critique. Third, and mostly memorable characters like Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, and Tess. These are the symbol of the Victorian age. If in English literature these are the characters are coming, you are to think about the Victorian age. And last point is saying And during this period, there was the exploration between the tradition and the change. It means this period explores conflict between tradition and the change. Okay, this was the short video about the Victorian age. If this type of video is helpful for you, don't forget to like, share, and comment my YouTube channel Ankur Tyagi Official. Thank you so much for having with me.